Joe, Sharon's sister, lived right behind my mother's when we lived in Angry, Mississippi. And on the weekend, I helped Joe deliver bread. We run a bread route, Fulton, Mississippi, and all of the little towns down through that area. So she would come over to visit them every once in a while. Joe enlisted me to take her on a date. I mean, it's like it was almost, I didn't have a choice. But he did offer, he let me use their car. And it just went on from there.
What went on?
Yeah, we want to know more about how the relationship worked out.
Well, we went to the movie, I'll tell you that.
What movie did you see?
I have no idea.
The movie was
Oh, hey!
in the rain.
Oh, was it rain,
Really?
I don't
Awesome.
know.
Sounds good.
The
So she would tell him that
car
he was right.
started, or we didn't, Dad didn't know how to drive the car.
I mean, it was the first time I'd ever driven it, like I never found it last week.
Did you run out of gas?
No, but we did find a place to park.
Hey-o!
Go on.
First day. Well, you mean you don't remember?
3 children and 60 years later, here they are.
That was from the movie. We went another time. We went to the movie.
So how long did you date before you got engaged?
I don't know, 8 or 9 years, I think.
Actually, we knew each other for about 2.5 years, but we probably never dated more than 6 times. Because he moved to Memphis, I went to Birmingham to go to business college. And so we were too far apart. And actually, he gave me my engagement ring on the 14th of February, Valentine's Day. And then we got married the 14th of March, so we were
The same
only
year?
engaged 1 month.
Wow.
Nice.
So I was confused, like how they don't already know
I
this.
was supposed to graduate from the business college like in May, but they went ahead and gave me my diploma in March, so.
Nice.
So you didn't have to go back?
That's when I moved to Memphis. And we stayed with his mother for 3 months till finally spring came and he could work more than 2 days a week, and I got a job at the Air Force Depot out next to Shearing Clough. And so we were rolling in the dough there. I think I was making $1.32 an hour.
I was making, oh, man, I was making $1.27,
I don't know.
I think it was.
But when he was in construction, if he got to tie steel, he got extra pay, so that was a real bonus.
I got $2.43.
But on our first anniversary, I ended up in the hospital with appendicitis. And so that was our first anniversary. Then that next year, I got pregnant, and we lost our baby boy. And that was in November of 1954. So, and then Dad, right after that, started working at Shearing Clough. And then in 55, he got drafted in the Army.
And our anniversary, I was at Fort Chaffee, Arkansas, on our anniversary.
Was that when I came to see you? My dad drove up from Alabama to drive me to Fort Chaffee, Arkansas to see Dave. And coming home, well, Dad had to stay in a hotel, but Dave and I stayed in what they called guest house there. Coming home, they was working on the highway, which is now Interstate 40, but it was...
Yeah, they're still working on it.
It hadn't started yet.
Well, what was the highway?
64? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was driving down there 90 miles an hour.
Oh, like an old man couple already.
Down up on the- the good Lord was with
Got more
us.
shrimp.
That nobody was coming, because, I mean, I saw them. and they were right there, and I had one
Keep going. I have some more crab cakes. Take more crab
killed
cakes.
and dead, probably, I mean, I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, then Dad had ridden the bus up here.
What are we talking about?
To go with me. So, my dad was a wonderful person. He did so much for me.
Yeah.
No, so, anyway.
But also, he offered her a new car if she wouldn't get married.
That wasn't it, right? Didn't she offer more than that?
He didn't tell me about that till after.
Yeah, he told me he'd send her to the University of Alabama and buy me a new car. It's not that he had anything against Dad. He thought that Dad should have to go into service 2 years before we got married, and that we'd be, better.
That's what he told her. What he told me too.
Anyway, in 1957, we were at Fort Benning, Georgia, and Jan was born. In 1958, we moved back to Memphis, and Dad went back working for Sharon Plow.
And you were twins.
Sharon Plow.
Don't let anybody-
Who's this Sharon Plow lady that keeps talking about him working?
I don't know, but apparently she paid him $1 something an hour.
She's cheap. She must be related to Sally Mae.
But, we knew that,
No, it's Shearing
Van
Plow.
cost us $11.
What?
You know I was joking.
Yes, I think.
Shearing Plow.
Shearing.
That included 2-week diapers.
Shearing, you're not
But we calculated
serious.
how long it would take and all of this. And
Want to stop recording?
I'm still
so that we
recording.
would tell her and she would have medical care,
Yep, yeah, it says it.
And there was another couple with us, Van Zinden, who were from Iowa and moved to California. They did the same thing, and they had a son that was born, I think, a month later. All of them.
Mine's great.
Is that the ones we went to see in California, or the
Yeah.
dots? I still have that bottle.
Thank you.
In 1960, Renee and Jamaica, which was a big surprise.
But there was 2 of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess you didn't know ahead of time, did
I
you?
did not know ahead of time. There was 2 babies.
I was gonna say, you did know you were pregnant, right?
Yeah.
That was pretty obvious. I mean,
This lady at church said to me, said, when is your baby due? And I said, December. She said, honey, you better get you 2 baby beds. That's what she told. So when I went in to see the doctor, I said, Doctor, everybody tells me I'm too big
Thank you.
to be just having 1 baby.
Thank you.
And he said, well, let's listen.
I had to mix
And
it.
he said, we don't do a thing if there's 2 of them. And he said, that at that time they didn't have ultrasound, so all they did was make x-ray. And he said, we won't make an x-ray until 32 weeks because, of the danger from x-rays. So anyway, I went on my way and he said, you're just little and you'll have a big baby. Never did hear but 1 heartbeat.
Crap, man, I can't do this myself.
Anyway, when they went
No, I'm saying I don't know.
about 6 weeks early in November, I went into labor and went to the hospital. And I said, doctor, is baby gonna be okay? Because I had lost my first baby.
Yeah.
Oh, you're having a big baby boy, he said.
Where did this guy go to school?
They put you to sleep too, you know.
It was Dr.
So when I
Schultz.
woke up,
Dr.
they were
Schultz.
saying, you've got 2 of the prettiest little baby girls. But I actually was not that surprised, because I had too much movement. I said today, it's a monster. There's too many arms and legs.
When you were pregnant, I was in a panic.
I think she's right.
And I went off to a union meeting, and I got home about 10:30. About 11 o'clock, she says, my water just broke. Well, I thought when your water broke, there was a baby. Panic supreme. Grabbed Jan, run next door, gave her to Glenn, Leola, Alexander. I'm going to the hospital. Off we went, 90 miles an hour. The doctor wasn't at the hospital he's supposed to be, so we had to go to a different hospital. We get down there and I'm walking the floor, out and come tell us got twins, and there was a Jewish couple there. They owned a chain of shoe stores in Memphis, and they were expecting their first grandbaby.
Kaufman Brothers?
Kaufman.
Really?
Yeah.
The Kaufman shoe store. And they were as excited as I was. And she wrote out a little note on the card and gave the twins their first pair of shoes.
But actually, you guys were born within an hour, and they're but they were still waiting. The doctor, when we called, said, if you want me to deliver the baby, you have to come to St. Joseph, because that's where I am, delivering another baby. But I had y'all before she had hers.
She had 2 babies or something, she only had 1.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Oh, yeah, just-
So where were you? Was this in Memphis?
In Memphis, or St. Jude is now.
Oh.
It used to be St. Joseph Hospital. So then, we happy ever after.
What kind of dressing did you get?
Good night.